Feels like there's some white there. Oh yeah, there's some white there. Well, if you're like me, you've been struggling fishing this summer. I came out here yesterday, spent 3 hours pulling 2 umbrella rigs and a crankbait for wipers. I don't know, I did have 2 bites. It was probably just white bass playing around. But if you never heard of a wiper, it's a cross between a striped bass and a white bass. So we call them wipers. Wipers on the street, but they're in here. ODNR stocks them in this reservoir, and I don't know, several places throughout Ohio. But they can be tough along with other things in the summer. Seems like a lot of fish are lights out in the spring and fall, but in the summer times when you really gotta start looking for everything. So I'm out here looking for carp today. I was trolling yesterday and just saw a couple areas that were just loaded with carp feeding. This is one of the areas, but I didn't want to go 1.5 miles down the reservoir. It takes a minute when you're only doing 3.5 miles an hour. This is just a little cove here, and there's some bubbles. There's not a billion carp in here right now, it doesn't look like, but there's definitely enough to set up here. So this is just a little cove. I guess I would call it a cove. I think there is a creek that comes into it over there whenever it rains, but it gets probably dried up right now. But just kind of like some stagnant water that sits back here. You can see the driftwood back there just floating around. But the carp seem to like to come back in these little coves and feed. So I'm gonna cast one in the shallows back there by the driftwood. I hope I don't regret that, because they always seem to go into any kind of structure when they get hooked. But I can see bubbles back in there where they're feeding. I'm going to put one in the middle and then just one around the mouth of the cove here. If you guys are new to carp fishing, or you just have carp fish but you just throw corn on a hook or whatever, this is a method feeder. I did use a method feeder. It had like a flat bottom and like a weight on it, and then if you Google them, they'll come right up. I thought they were a pain to deal with, but basically we'll put the pack bait on here, and I'll go over how we make the pack bait in another video. My nephew Ryan and I are working on doing a carp video and how to make the bait. But basically you just pack the bait on this method feeder. I've got 15-pound braid going down to a little swivel, and then 12-pound fluoro, and then this is a pre-tied hair rig right here that I tie onto that, and you can just get these online. This is just fake corn. It's just rubber balls, and you just use a bait threading needle, go through that corn, and then there's a loop on this pre-tied hair rig. You just pull that loop through, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's just a little piece of plastic there that holds the loop so it doesn't go back through the corn. And let me put this pack bait on and I'll show you how it should work. But sometimes the pack bait will dry out. It's usually good in the fridge for a week to 2 weeks. After a couple weeks, it might start getting a little moldy on you. I don't even know if the carp would care if it got moldy, but I don't want to deal with it. It's only, you can make, I get enough pack bait with the recipe I use for 2 outings. Maybe just because I'm not catching a lot of fish, but I can get a whole freezer bag full for like $7, maybe $7.50 if you're using the Great Value brand. Walmart has the cheapest stuff. Okay, so that's packed on there real good. And then we'll just leave this hanging there. So this has like sweet potato in it, and oats and breadcrumbs, stuff like that. Sweet corn. This will just sit on the bottom and it'll fall apart. And then this fake corn right here it floats a little bit. So this will float up off the bottom like that. And it's pretty tough to get a carp to eat a hook. They can see it. But what they'll do is how they eat, they kind of vacuum it in with their mouth. Well, they'll try to suck in this fake corn and they'll suck the hook in with it. And as soon as they feel that, they'll try to blow it back out. But that hook will get caught usually on the inside of their mouth and it's on. So let's get this tossed out there. Yeah, we'll send this one back in that corner in the shallows, right in the middle of where all those guys are. Yeah, it's probably, maybe it is. I mean, it's about 7 feet deep. It might be 7 or 8 feet, a little deeper. I thought it was like 3 or 4 feet. All right, we'll get these other two set out and see what happens here. Oh. He's on. That one's on. They've been messing around with it here and there, and then it got real quiet, and then this guy came up to it, and he didn't play games. He messed with it a couple times, and then he hooked up. All right, let's see here. He's not too bad. Not a bad fish. Oh. He just kind of woke up there. Okay. We've been here for probably, I don't know, 45 minutes. He still got a little spunk in him. He didn't fight that hard at the beginning, which is fine. He can wear himself out now because he'll act like a fool in the kayak. Yeah, it's tough out here, man. Like I said, I pulled the 2 umbrella rigs and a crankbait for 3 hours yesterday. So after that abuse, I need to go after carp. Are a little bit easier, and they don't seem to be affected by the summer heat. Actually, if anything, they're more active, I think. If I can get you netted here. Oh, miss. Swing and a miss. That's a nice fish. All right, that is a nice fish. All right. Oh. Yep, acting a fool. Yep. The old hair rig did its thing there. You can see right on the inside of the mouth. We tricked them. Tried to get that fake corn. Ooh. All right, let's take a look at that guy. Not too shabby, huh? That's a little bigger than I'd want to keep for catfish bait, but you got a couple of you that need bait for a week or two. I'd say a week. I think carp's good in the fridge for a week, but just for myself, I probably look for a smaller one. But they're a nice fight, and especially in the summertime when you're getting beat up, chasing whatever, crappie, wipers, saugeye, walleye, whatever. These are a nice little break from all that, and heck, they're in your backyard, little creeks, reservoirs, rivers, whatever. They're everywhere. A little bit easier to catch, especially with the method feeder. But all right, let's let this guy go here. There he goes. Oh, there we go. Rod behind us just went off. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's a bigger fish. Oh, buddy. Oh, my gosh. Oh, he came off. That was a nicer fish. Crap. Oh, that was a nice fish. Everything's still there. Hook. I mean, they cleaned that method feeder off. Oh, that was a tank, man. That was a nice fish we got, that first fish. That was way bigger. Oh, I would have liked to at least lay eyes on him. Oh well, we'll get this baited and cast it back out. That was on the deeper one out here at the mouth. All right, let's fishing. Oh, yep, I think he's got it. There he goes. Feels like there's some weight there. Oh yeah, there's some weight there. All right, see if this one can stay. Oh, see if this one can stay hooked up here. Same rod too, on the Okuma with the ugly stick striper rod, which I like. I wouldn't mind running all three of these, but I don't know how much this Okuma reel is brand new. There's a tree to keep him out of it. Oh, he's going shallow. Get out of there. There he is. You can see him over there. Keep him away from this tree that my kayak's tied off to. Oh, we're doubled up. Oh, we're doubled up. Crap. Oh, almost lost my other rod. This is a mess. This guy's trying to wrap under the tree here. There we go. I think there's one on this other rod here. All right. It's quiet when all hell broke loose here. All right, got him in. That's another nice one. Man, I'm sick about that one I lost. It was huge, way bigger than this, and the first one. All right, we were doubled up for a second, but the other one popped off over here in the shallows. All right, Bo, let's get you unhooked here. All right. That guy fought a little more than the first one. Funny, right on the inside of the mouth. These method feeders and hair rigs, it's a good setup. All right, there we go. Another nice one. You can't complain with that. That is a nice fish, hard fighting fish. You know, the Brits, this is like a big sport in the UK, and they'd probably be appalled to see me fishing dressed the way I am. They always wear nice clothes, and they've got these fancy setups and tables, and they call it fishing sessions. Whatever. I don't know, they'd probably be pretty upset seeing that I'm looking like a bum out here. I don't have a collared shirt or whatever they wear, but if any of you guys are watching, I apologize, but I'm not dressing up. But yeah, nice fish, and it's pretty good action. The sun's starting to cook me, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be out here, but good morning so far, so we'll get this guy back in the water. And there he goes. You know, it's always been tough for me because I want to take, you know, friends and family out with me, and, you know, I used to have a boat, but sold it and just never got another one, and got the kayak, and I've been having a blast. Kayak fishing has been way more fun, and I can't really take anyone out with me on this, but since I've been doing the YouTube thing, I've been able to show everyone what I'm doing out here. So that's been a lot of fun for me, letting everyone see that. So we're going to be trapping redtails here soon. I think August 2nd, I will be trapping redtails. So watch for those videos to start coming out, the trapping and then the taming down of them and the training and all that stuff. And then we'll get into hunting, maybe once the leaves start to fall off all the brush and trees and things, and we can actually see things. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you on the next one.